Welcome. We are live here at Temper Crypto TV. We are live on a Tuesday evening. We are live here. Oh, yes. You can't miss this show. You can't miss this live broadcast that is going to happen today. It's one of its kind. Yeah, please invite everyone, invite your friends on your phones there, whichever device you are using. Do subscribe. Just press that button that says share. Share this live broadcast to your friends, to your family, to your teammates, to your groups, everyone, guys. We are live here at Empire Crypto TV. We've got one of the best topics that you do not want to miss. The best topic that is going to give you some insights into the crypto world, what's happening behind the scenes, what's happening around. And oh yes, you do not want to miss all this information. Even your friends, call those people who've always say crypto, they don't understand crypto or what's happening about crypto. Call all those people who have said something positive, negative about crypto. Let them come here to be educated. Let them come to this platform to be given all this information that we're going to share today. We are live via Temper Crypto TV every day, 7 p.m. Oh yeah. Let me check the comments. Oh yes, do say something on the comment section. Mention your state, mention your area, mention your province, mention your country. We always have people outside South Africa. Lesotho, where are you? Botswana, where are you? Israel, UK, America, where are you? Brazil, where are you? Kenya, Nigeria, where are you? Just say something on the comment section. Let's talk, let's discuss. This is your live broadcast, guys. Let's engage with one another. This is Empire Crypto TV, committed to make you the best trader, committed to make you the best investor. Oh, yeah, Lesotho, there is MJ. Nice one. Welcome, MJ. Thanks, Sochi. Thanks. There we see MJ. And then let me check. We've got Sochi Captain. Welcome, Sochi Captain. All right. Let's see. We've got Zo. Zo, thank you for tuning in. Please invite your friends, invite your family, invite all your circle. Tell them Empire Crypto TV is here with all the best news updates about the cryptocurrency market. Everyone is excited. Things are going well in the space. So there's no need to be very sad at this point in time. All right, Teve, Tuto, thanks. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Invite everyone, guys. We've got one of our mentor, a guest. He's our guest here. He's a mentor. He's been on the space for a long time. He's a bag of knowledge. I would say he's a bag of knowledge. He's got all the tactics, all the strategies, guys. We do not want to miss this. This is where we're going to learn so much. This is where we're going to get all that information that has been hidden from us. So do not miss this. And of course, make sure that you watch to the end of this live broadcast. Do not fall away in the middle of this broadcast, because you might miss so much information. You might miss that thing that is going to change your world, that thing that is going to change your life. So make sure that you watch till the end. Great stuff. All right, welcome everyone. And of course, our topic of the day is don't do this in crypto. This is something that we're going to share with you. Why people lose money in the cryptocurrency market. Why have you had people mourning, groaning, people who have lost money, people who have actually gone wrong in the crypto space? Things have fallen apart in the crypto space. What has been the reason behind of such problems? So this is what we're going to be sharing with you today, so that you can avoid those mistakes, to avoid those pitfalls. We want to make sure that you come and have the better experience, like everyone else. There's so many happy faces on the show here. You're going to see there's so many people we have traveled this road. We're going to see there's so much happening in the crypto space. It's one of the biggest industry we see currently. I'll tell you a secret. Just a minute. All right. So this is the topic of the day. Please, please help me welcome one of the best crypto mentor, the gentleman who has traveled this road, the gentleman who has actually seen it all in the market. Not only seen it all, he has made so much money. He has made it happen. He's walking the talk. Help me welcome Mr. T. Welcome to Empire Crypto TV, sir.
Hey man, hey, how's it, guys? Busa here. I'm so happy to see you guys. And I'm glad that there is a good turnout as we are waiting for more people to come on board. But thanks a lot, man. The Crypto King himself. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me on the show. And I'm looking forward to depositing some knowledge. Hopefully, somebody might learn a thing or two about mainly also discussing some of the mistakes I've made in the crypto industry, and hence we are here today. So I'm so glad. I'm pleased for you to have me here again. I think it's been a year since I was on your show. Last year August it was, I think. So it's been long. I had thought you have abandoned me, but here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, man. Time flies. Time flies. You can't believe it was just it was in August last year, when you were on this show and you shared so much about. If I do remember, we spoke about exchanges. Centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Yeah, man, it was very
That's
informative.
true.
The apparently the live broadcast got so much reviews, so much positive responses. People were so much happy. So I believe, of course, this time around we are bringing a different topic. We're all about educating our people. Welcome.
Sure.
I see. I see so much is happening in the comment section. Yes, guys, keep commenting on the comment section. Say something, mention your area, mention your seat, mention where you're watching this live broadcast from, your province, if you are outside South Africa, in Brazil, in Lesotho, in Zimbabwe, in Swaziland, in Kenya, in Nigeria. Do say something so that we can acknowledge you. Oh yeah. Um Someone just said, okay. Um Let me just all right, people are coming through. Mr. T. All right.
Yes, sir.
Bitcoin. What do you say about what's on the screen? It's now official. Bitcoin just clocked over R1 million per coin. The future of cryptos is now manifesting. I'm getting this from Facebook. What are you saying?
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, I see that it's retracing now, but I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I've been calling a million for the past 2 to 3 years, and it's just the beginning. We're going to end this year in a big way. I'm calling for a cool 1.5 million, 1.8 million. If the markets are gonna be nice to us, we will see a 2 million rent. We will see if you're not from South Africa, I'm calling for $100,000 Bitcoin this year. If the markets are nice to me, it will be $150,000. And I can still remember I've been saying this for a few years now that we are heading that way. And there's I don't know if it was in my private group with my students or if I did a live stream. I think I did a live stream when I spoke about the cycles of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as a whole. and I showed some technicalities behind what I was saying to back it up, because there were a few people that were naysayers, a few people that didn't believe me at that time. So I did that particular live stream just to give them deeper analysis and technicals that most people didn't know about, just to support my statement why I was saying that. And so to me, 1 million rands, well, I can just say, where have you been? I've been waiting for you. So let's go for 2 million rands. Let's go for 2 million rands.
All right. Christopher. Yes, Empire Fam. We are live here at Empire Crypto TV. Of course, we have got 100,000 Shiba Inu to be won. What you have to do, go over onto Empire Crypto TV YouTube channel. Go to YouTube channel and subscribe. Empire Crypto TV, subscribe. And of course, we've got 2 YouTube channels that you can actually subscribe to. Of the other one is Busa, just Busa. All right, on YouTube. Go over there, subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe. Come here and say I've subscribed. And then once you've subscribed, we're going to be on the list of the Shiba Inu winners. Shiba is doing well, guys, these days. So much is happening around Shiba Inu. So go over onto YouTube channel and subscribe. Let's make it happen. All right. All right, Tibusa. Let's get into the discussion, straight into the discussion. Why people are losing money into the crypto space, why people are crying, why people are having bad experience in this market, what are they doing wrong, what is happening, is the market wrong, or are the people the ones who are actually not so informed? Can we actually go on to this discussion? Let's break it up.
Yeah, man. Where do I start? Where do I start? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why people lose money in cryptocurrency, and we're gonna go through a few of those, and hopefully, I can educate someone that is still new, or someone that have been in the crypto field for a while, but they haven't seen any returns. So we can, or maybe they've lost money, maybe they are bitter, or maybe they don't even want to hear anything about cryptocurrency. So like I said in the beginning, we're gonna go through some of the mistakes that I made, and hopefully that you can avoid those mistakes and realize that those mistakes can cost you a lot of money. So one of the reasons, let me begin with people wanting quick money. And this is number one case where people end up losing, because they are looking for quick money. When you look for quick money, you ignore knowledge and you ignore research. And once you do that, then you're gonna follow whoever says buy whatever you want to buy, or you're going to get into programs that you were not supposed to get into because you've seen somebody flashing a house on YouTube or on Instagram. You saw somebody flashing a sports car, 2 or 3 sports cars, and that captured you. Instead of you saying that I need knowledge, you went on with a physical something that you can touch, the results, if those results are really true, because most people don't know that a lot of people on social media live a fake life. And people that flash money, people that flash fancy cars and fancy lifestyle and fancy restaurants and all of those things. Most of those people, not all, most of those people, they're actually living out a fake life. And that's where people get it wrong, because people don't know that actually this is quite fake. Such lifestyle, we see it quite a lot in the Forex market. And we've seen a lot of wave now that a lot of people are moving from the Forex market. They are entering into the crypto space, and they are doing exactly the same thing that they were doing in the Forex market. So wanting quick money, it's going to get you burned. You're going to get burned, right? So never chase for money. Always chase for the skill. find out the results. How can I do this? If you see somebody with a good car, looking car, find out how can I do it, so you don't quickly say, hey, I can make 1 million tomorrow or in 6 months or in 3 months. I've seen inboxes that are coming in from people that are claiming to be in the UK, in Dubai. I'm sure you guys have received a lot of those inboxes, right? These guys are promising you that you're going to make hundreds of dollars in 3 days, in 2 weeks. It's amazing how scammers these days are trying to lure people. There is a saying which sometimes does not apply in crypto, but it does apply in life. If it's too good to be true, it probably isn't. So you just need to know that you must tread cautiously. Even though Bitcoin has exposed us to a living that we thought it was too good to be true, and then it turned out to be true. But most of the time, if it is really like exotic amounts and returns in the most quickest of times, then you should know that it's too good to be true and you should treat it as such. Okay, guys, I'm going to ask you a favor as we are in the middle of this broadcast. Can you guys share this broadcast? Share on wherever platform you are in, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook, wherever you are, just share and share and share so that we can get the message going. This is going to be one in a lifetime opportunity that we're going to be sharing these things. All right. Okay, you let me know, my host. Should I go on to another point, or is there something that you want to come in and speak?
All right. Look, I hear what you're saying. That people, of course, there's so much peer pressure out there. People seeing other people driving big cars, nice cars, fancy stuff, and someone starts, saying, "Wow, I want to be like this person. I want to be, on this level." So what you're saying is that they have to first understand how that person started, where did the person start, without wanting to just get to the top.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, peer pressure, man. Social media, we were discussing off air, myself and you, social media tips. People, because everybody on social media, they've got an opinion about what to do, and people end up not knowing which one is the correct source. So who can I trust with the information? Then there's this peer pressure that people go into, which leads to FOMO. And when it leads to FOMO, you get to a place whereby you are in fear of missing out, the fear of missing out, and you end up doing wrong decisions or taking wrong decisions that you were not supposed to be taking. FOMO is one of the ways that make people lose money. Why FOMO? Because when you rush to buy something without researching, you're probably going to buy it at the wrong time. When people are selling, you're going to buy that particular asset or coin. You're probably going to be buying right at the top of that particular coin. I always tell my students in my private group that when I miss out on a coin, I feel pain. I really do. I really do. One of the coins that I've been speaking about that I really felt pain, it was AVEX. So AVEX, I saw it when it made that huge dip, and I was planning to buy, but then I forgot. Somehow I got caught up in other coins that I was looking at, and then it started exploding. I swear I could cry. I felt like crying. Real tears. But my experience tells me that I should never buy a coin when it's exploding. I don't. I just have to be disciplined. And it is one of the things that I learned the hard way, because yes, I have bought a lot of coins before in the past when they were at the most top, when people were selling and I was buying those particular coins, right? So when you buy at the top, you will end up crying. Believe me, guys, I've been there before, right? I still get FOMO, no matter how experienced you are, no matter what kind of an expert you are, I still experience FOMO. But when I experience FOMO, I need to be able to analyze with a sober mind to say that, can I really get in on this particular project? Can I get in on this particular coin? what is the research? How high is it? How risk is it? Because when you do that, you are now analyzing your risk. You know that you need to make sure that you don't expose yourself too much, and then you become exposed to a lot of risk. Okay, so yeah, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. But I hear you talking about FOMO, fear of missing out. It happens a lot. I mean, when the market is at a high levels, like currently Bitcoin is around a million or 900,000. And that's when people want to buy. That's when people want to come on board. But there was an opportunity. There was a time. I mean, speaking in dollars, Bitcoin went to 64,000 US dollars, and then it gave people an opportunity to retrace to 30,000 US dollars, 29,000 US dollars levels. But I'll tell you that not so many people got involved, or took that chance to get involved when it was at those levels. But now I'll tell you that so many people be buying. I'm on this other platform. It's a peer-to-peer trading. I see so many accounts being registered, especially many of them being registered overnight. Like this was registered an hour ago, 2 hours ago, yesterday or something. And that's when I see what FOMO is working. Really, FOMO is working, and that's very, very bad. That's another quickest way to have a bad experience in this market.
Oh yeah, if you buy at the wrong time, man. Speaking about the dip, when Bitcoin went down to $29,000 or $30,000, it was about a 50% dip or a 50% crash, depending on how you see it. I see it as a dip, you know, and and that's when people were supposed to be adding to their portfolios, right? But what happens if you are inexperienced? You buy right at the top, and then when you see that huge red candle and you see the price going down, then you start to panic sell. So panic sell is one of the ways that people also lose money in cryptocurrency, because now you are not experienced enough to know that what goes down must come back up again, right? So you're not experienced to know that there are corrections in the markets. The markets do not constantly go up, they have to correct and come back down. So if you're not experienced, you will start to panic. And when you start to panic, you're gonna quickly sell on your Bitcoins or whatever coin that you are holding. And then, my goodness, 2 months later, it's back up, and then it starts going beyond where it was, and then you start crying, all right, or you call Bitcoin a scam and whatever, right? So that is the danger of getting into any project without researching and knowing about it. All right. Another point I want to raise is, once you want quick money, then you are prone to scammers. I did speak about it, because that's when scammers are out there lurking, looking to whom they're going to scam, right? So the people that want quick money, they tend to be the ones that get scammed very quickly. There's a new scam happening these days. It's not even these days. It's how can I put it? It's been there for a while. What happens is that these guys are gain from whatever country, another country that they will be telling you that they are from, especially UK. They tell you that you can purchase a tool, or you can subscribe to them, and you're gonna have so much returns in a short period of time, right? They always use Luno. The reason that they use Luno for you to deposit money, it's because it is untraceable. Once you send Bitcoin, they know very well that you can't trace them. You don't know exactly where they are. You don't know their true identity. So you send Bitcoin to them using Luno or any other crypto exchange in South Africa, but mainly Luno. What happens then is that you start seeing profits on your account. I mean, hectic profits, crazy profits. You start seeing you can invest something like 5,000 rands, and in 2 weeks, you've got 350,000 rands that you need to withdraw. Then they tell you if you want to withdraw, then they will tell you that you need to send another 5,000 rands or 6,000 rands, which is a processing fee, or to pay the money for the banks. And if you pay that money, you will never see it again. You would have lost about 10,000 rands. Your first 5,000 rands initial investment, and the one they asked you to send again for them to release. So this is how it works. In your mind, you are looking at a profit of 350,000 rands. I mean, what is 5,000 rands for a processing fee? So I'm gonna get 350,000 rands. The processing fee is 5,000. I'm paying, Baba. So when you pay that amount, you will never see your money again.
Yeah, no, look, it's very much enticing. I mean, it's you see your money. Every day we meet victims of these scams, you know, especially us mentors. They come to confide in us, you know, to say, you know what, I sent so much money. I sent my 5,000 runs, and then now I see it on the platform. It has grown massively. I mean, 5,000
Yeah,
runs has grown up to 50,000 runs, 70,000 runs. And then they'll tell you about a processing fee. Another, you have to put another money, some more money.
exactly.
This time around, they say put 10,000 runs because you can see your money is growing on the platform. You start thinking, you know what, I can risk it all. There's so much money that I'm going to get. And it keeps
Exactly.
happening. This
Exactly.
is bad. I mean, like you just mentioned, these are people want to get rich overnight, want to get rich quick. They get, you know, scammed easily. It's very bad with out there.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely. So hopefully, guys, you can avoid these things. Okay, these are red flags. If you don't speak to the person, maybe like we are doing a broadcast right now, you don't see their faces, you don't speak to them. They don't want to reveal any form of identity. Where exactly are they based in? You know, so you definitely know that you probably gonna get scammed. You know, so, but anyway, I don't want to dwell too much into this, but it's unfortunately happening so many times. Just like Crypto King mentions now, that so many people confide in us, you know, because they've lost so much money, and so it happens quite a lot. So another thing that affects this, it's people that are experienced in investing or trading, but they choose to go the route of margin trading. So if you are new and you don't know what margin trading is you basically are trading with money that you do not have. So a platform or a broker or an exchange will borrow you money so that you can trade or expose you to liquidity, so much money that you can gain access to that liquidity and you can make some trades. And if they go against you, your account, whatever little money that you had put in, you will end up getting less of that money and even being on a minus. So you'll find that a lot of people who are sort of experienced, if I can call it that way, they would normally go through that route, and it is very, very, very high risk because the margin is so huge. And if the margin is so huge, it means that the risk also will be very huge. So it's one of the things that you're going to have to look out for if you're experienced or you've been in the field for quite a while. I still don't even do it myself. You know, I'm a believer in buying and holding cryptocurrency. When I was still trading forex, many years ago, I was a swing trader. So I used to hold my trades for a very long time, for a month or 2 months or 3 months, you know. So I've always looked for that perfect entry. And it is the same mindset that I come to crypto with, you know. So when there is your mindset that I'm not rushing to get money, right? Let me grow my little account that I have, because the people that want to do margin trading, they know very well that they've got little capital and they're exposed to so much liquidity. And because they're exposed to that much liquidity, they're trying to grow their portfolios very quickly. So that becomes a big problem. So my advice to you is, if you don't know how to do this, do not touch it. If you haven't practiced it, if you haven't learned, if you haven't researched it, do not do it. Rather, grow your portfolio steady over time. Right. I normally tell people, and I tell my students, that if in your lifetime, if you are 40 years of age and you haven't made your million, so what's the rush? Why can't you wait 4 years or 5 years? What's the rush that you must make it now? You haven't made it in 40 years. So why can't you have a good plan that you can give yourself a 5-year plan to say that I'm giving myself a 5-year plan. I'm going to follow the right procedures. And when I follow those right procedures, then I am going to make my million in the next 2, 3, or 5 years. All right. So that's what I normally advise my students. So there's no rush, guys. There's no rush.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, absolutely. There's no rush. I mean, if you do it right, at the end of time, the results are going to be very good. Most of the time, people want to, we have to deal with this thing from our people, from traders, from investors, where they want things to happen like now, things to happen like now. I mean, look at this whole market, especially if you've been in the market for some time. You could see, you can actually testify and say, you know what, people just bought and left their investment and left their portfolios untouched on for a very long time. They will actually tell you that, you know what, this is where we are now. The market has actually grown. This market is still very much growing, still very much early. So everything is still very much growing. So no rush, like you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Um, another one is no practice in trading strategy. You have to have a strategy of how do you want to trade. Meaning, if you are a trader, that is, meaning that you need to study your market. You need to study your particular coin, if I can call it that way. When you were in Forex, when I was doing Forex, when I was doing this, I used to have a pair that was my favorite pair, 2 or 3 pairs maximum. I would know the movement of that pair in my sleep. I would wake up, analyze it for less than a minute, and I would know exactly where it's going, and I will know exactly where the price is, and I will know that it's time for me to come in or it's not time for me to come in. So I used to love gold. I still do. When I've got free time, I still trade gold. So I used to love gold in those days. I used to do Euro USD, and I used to do GBP USD. Those were my main 3 pairs. I traded nothing but those 3 pairs. Gold being my favorite, and even now I can open a chart and I will look at gold. It will not take me 2 minutes, and I will know exactly what's happening there because I slept gold, I ate gold, I drank gold at that particular time. So when I've got a project in cryptocurrency, if I'm analyzing Cardano, ADA, I know exactly where it is. You can wake me up at 2 a.m. and say Cardano is crashing. I will look at it and I will not panic, and I'll tell you there's no need for me to panic. So because I've studied it, I've researched it, I know the fundamentals, I know the technicals, I know exactly what's happening with the team there. And because of that, I am confident when I come in that I'm going in a long run, and I'm going in for a long run. So if you don't have a precise strategy, they say that when you fail to plan, then you are setting yourself up for failure. So you need to be able to plan. You need to strategize. You need to study. You need to spend hours and hours and hours. I don't know how many hours I spent, guys, studying cryptocurrency. I hardly don't do it anymore because once you have the basics, you can research any coin, and immediately you will know if this coin is worth my time or not. Right, because you have spent hours and hours and hours and hours learning and preparing how to how to buy coins or how to trade or how to plan your strategy. So once you do that, you're gonna be very good at what you do, guys. Right. So
Look, what I will say about you, you're so disciplined. I mean, earlier I've been looking for you the whole day on WhatsApp. I sent you a message, and when I got you, you told me, you know what, my phone was off. I was actually studying. I told my colleague here and said, this man is so disciplined. I mean, he spent the whole day without being interrupted. Switch off the phone, switch off all the entertainment, and then you focus on whatever you're studying. It's difficult, I mean, to do that. I myself, I'm a victim of that. I can't do that. My phone is always on my hand 24/7, even at night. So I can't. But I will say, yeah, look, man, well done. You're so disciplined on that field, on that spectrum.
thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Christopher, welcome at Temper Crypto TV. We are live. We are talking cryptocurrencies, talking blockchain solutions. We want you to be the best trader. We want you to be the best investor in this space. There's so much money which is being made. People are making it. People are coining it. People are making money. But of course, there are some people who are not making money. There are some people who are failing to see the profits in this market. How is that possible? When everyone is happy, when everyone is making it so big, when everyone is excited, and there are those who say, you know what, I'm not seeing any profits. Is it possibly they've invested on shit coins? Is it possibly they've invested on scam coins? Is it possibly they've invested on wrong platforms? This is what we are discussing today. And of course, we are live here every day, 7 p.m. Make sure that you always on this channel. We are live on our YouTube channel. What I would like you to do, guys, please go on to our YouTube channel and then subscribe. We are giving away 100,000 Shibas to people who subscribe on our YouTube channel. This is our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube Empire Crypto TV, subscribe, and then come here on the comment section. Write, I've subscribed. Just that, guys. Shiba is doing well these days. So much is happening. Just go over onto YouTube channel and write, type Empire Crypto TV, and then subscribe. Press that notification button, and then come here under this live broadcast, right, subscribed. And then the second channel that we have here is Busa. Go on to YouTube channel also, find Busa YouTube channel and subscribe. The reason why you have to subscribe, guys, you don't pay anything on subscribing, is for you to get notifications whenever we go live. Whenever we are live, you get notifications, and then you join us. Then you just listen there, we discuss, we teach you, we train you, you get informed, we get updates how the market is performing. So yeah, and of course, don't leave this platform, guys. Don't go away. Mr. Tibusa is going to give us some coins, some projects to look into, projects that can actually give us some 3x, 5x, 10x before the end of this year. So do not go away before he give us this early Christmas box. So yeah, wait for your Christmas box, guys. All right, mentor Tibusa. You keep on talking about your mentorship. You've got a mentorship. You've got students. Are your students also making money like what you are doing yourself?
I hope they were here so that they can answer for themselves. If they are here, they will answer. So that I don't speak like I'm somebody who's lying. But yeah, I do have a mentorship. It's called Royal Crypto, but it's closed right now. I normally close my intakes for the year towards the end of the year, because my intention now is to focus on the existing guys to make sure that they maximize their rewards and they get their money's worth out of the course. So right now the course is closed. I'll probably open up next year. I haven't decided when. If I'm planning to travel also, but I'll see how do I do it. So I might open up next year. But yeah, so if my students are here, they will write if they're making money or not. And then there are a few people that are saying they don't have audio. So I can see that there's a lot of people who are responding. So definitely they are receiving the audio. All right, guys. So let me move on. Another way of losing money in cryptocurrency is you not having control of your funds, you not having control of your money. As soon as you don't have control of your money, you are exposed. We spoke about those supposedly UK people that tell you to invest, and then you go into their platform, you send money to their platform. In other words, you send your Bitcoins, which you could have kept in your own private wallet, and let that money accumulate. So if you send it across to another platform, and if that platform is not legitimate, you are exposing yourself to risk, so that when that platform crashes, we've seen many that crashed. BitConnect, we've seen so many that crashed. ETHConnect, or whatever it was called, BitClub. So we've seen so many that crashed with or vanished, or with a lot of money, millions, hundreds into millions of dollars, not even rands. Recently, one of my cousins was telling me about someone somewhere in Brazil that also went bust with a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of people's Bitcoin. It's because people still do not learn that you cannot fully trust any platform. I don't care what platform it is. If you have to send your money to that particular platform, you need to make up your mind. You need to have a calculated risk, and you need to know that at any time that platform can go down, because you do not know the intentions of the developers of that particular platform. So you don't know. And all of them, their reason is they've got hacked or they've been hacked. And that's their exit strategy, right? Every platform that is not genuine will always have an exit strategy. And most of them, they use this as we have been hacked, and so Bitcoins have been stolen. So that's when you're going to be having issues. So I like to say you should have control of your money. What do I mean by that? Buy Bitcoin from the market and keep it. Buy Ethereum from the market and keep it. Buy Cardano from the market and keep it. Once you have those particular coins and you keep them in your private wallet, don't even store them in an exchange. Don't even store them in an exchange. I'll be the first one to say it. I own an exchange, but I'll be the first one to say it. Don't store them in an exchange, because hackers are always looking to hack into exchanges. Even though exchanges, they do their best to make sure that your funds are protected and your funds are stored safely, but they cannot guarantee that hackers will not come through into their system and steal some coins, right? We've seen this happening so many times in the crypto space. So be in control of your funds, be in control of your money. Like I said, there's no rush. There's no rush for you to grow your money by 1% every 2 hours. So you can just keep it. You can keep it. Bitcoin can give you 1% every 2 hours. Trust me, it can. Or any other coin, by just you holding it. It's just that it's not going to happen on your terms. It will happen when the time is correct and when the time is right. So there's no rush in you doing that. I'm not against you putting your money into other platforms, but when you do, just make sure that you're doing it having calculated all the risks that are involved, knowing that I can lose all of this money and sleep at night. So if you can't lose that money, maybe you should reconsider. So if you put money into a platform, I've done this myself many times, right? Even some I knew that this one is not going to last. But I put money in it, but I knew that if it goes bust, I'm still going to sleep in peace at night, right? So, but I haven't done that in 2 years. So in case you are wondering, 2 or 3 years, I haven't done that. But I used to do that quite a lot myself. So just be careful of that, guys. Be careful of that. We've spoken about cryptocurrency scams. We've seen so many in the past, guys. So many in the past. I mean, I used to have a huge list that of the cryptocurrency scams that we were involved in. If you've been in the crypto space for longer than 5 years, you will know those websites, Bitnock, and all of those websites. That was the first cloud mining cloud mining website that there was out there. It used to be called Bitnock. At that time, mining was still lucrative. Mining still had a lot of money, so people were taking their chances because they couldn't afford to buy the mining rigs and mining machines and all of that. So they into myself, I was a member in that Bitnock that knocked us very badly. So it has taken after its name. It was knocking us left, right, and center, and we lost a lot of money from there.
That
So
was huge, eh? That was huge. Bitnock coming
it
in.
was,
I mean, it was
it was very
exciting,
big.
investing, and then came BitConnect. Also, you mentioned earlier. My man, we've been through a lot. We've been through so much in this market. If you are to look at people like you and say these are mentors, it means it's not just a word to say you are a mentor. It means there's so much knowledge behind. There's so much scars. There's so much wounds that have happened in the space. And when you start to share these insights to other people, you are sharing something as per your experience, as per the journey that you have walked. So they can avoid those pitfalls. They can avoid those mistakes. So yeah, man, big ups, man.
Yeah, definitely. AB knows it. He says Bitnock killed us. He knows it. He knows it. Oh man, AB knows it that it really killed us big time. So yeah, so that was one of them that really killed us big time. I'm gonna attend to the questions, guys. I see their questions. I'm gonna scroll back up, and then I'm gonna attend to the questions towards the end of this live stream. Okay, keep on sharing, guys. Okay, another way of losing money, it's in connection with what I said earlier, not being patient, right? So if you are rushing to make money, then you probably not going to be making realistic research or realistic how can I put it, actions. You're not going to be acting in a correct manner or in a correct way because you are impatient. You are seeing so and so is making money now. You want to make that money tomorrow. So that's going to destroy you. You're going to get banned because you are not patient to learning, number one, the process, and patient to allowing your portfolio to grow gradually and slowly. Okay. So if you're not patient, you're going to be a problem. Another way of losing money, guys, is through hackers, right? It's through hackers. I mentioned private wallets, right? I said, do not store your money into exchanges. If you do, please store a little bit. Do not store huge amounts of money in the exchange, all right? I know it's easier to move around money in an exchange. It's easier to do a quick transaction because the money is already there. You don't need to send it to the exchange. But make sure that it is money that you're going to be using it, or it's money that is not so much in value. So because again, you are minimizing your risk. So you are minimizing your risk. You're not exposing yourself to too much risk. So also, when I mentioned private wallets, when you put your money into a private wallet, you become your own bank. In other words, it is your responsibility to secure that wallet. It is your responsibility to back up that wallet. It is your responsibility to make sure that you write down all the phrases that they give you. Every wallet, when you open it, they're going to give you random phrases that you need to write down. They're calling them recovery phrases. So you'll be using those phrases to recover your funds should you lose your phone, lose your laptop, wherever it is your wallet is. So you use those words for you to be able to recover. So it is your responsibility to back up that wallet. Okay. So what I normally do if I've got a long-term plan, I set aside bitcoins for my sons. In 2017, I had two sons then. Now there are three. I set aside bitcoins for them, and I created a paper wallet. I encrypted it with a password. I got the paper, I printed out the paper, had multiple papers, and I stored them away very safely, right? So it's one of the safest ways that you can also do. You can create a paper wallet if you know how to do so. If you don't know how to do so, go to YouTube and type how to create a Bitcoin paper wallet. There's going to be tons of videos. Probably my video is also there. You might also find my video I did many years ago. All right. So you need to be able to know how to secure your wallet. Okay. How to back it up. Have multiple copies. Have an external drive there, a paper wallet there, and keep them safe to wherever you can keep them safe into. So that is when you avoid hackers. Please, guys, stop clicking on links. Stop clicking on links that you do not know. Once you receive an email and it's coming from Luno, coming from Numi, coming from wherever, because hackers, they steal websites, they duplicate a website, then they somehow send you an email to say there's a problem with your account, you need to click here so that your account can be fixed within 24 hours, or else your account will be blocked. And you go, oh my goodness, I've got 2 million rands in that account, I can't afford for it to be blocked. Then you click the link, it takes you not to the original website. It's called pitching. It takes you not to the original website. It takes you to the scammer's website. There will always be a small difference in the URL. A small one letter missing. If it is Numi spelled NUMMI. Their website might be with one M. But everything will be the same. So those things that you may not notice. Then you go into the scammer's website. Then they request you to log in. So you're giving them your email address, your password, and then when you log in, they've got those details. And then they are able to go to the real website now and steal all of your information. And then they hack your account. So please be very, very, very careful. If you don't know how to use a two-factor authenticator, try by all means to always use a two-factor authenticator. I'm going to try to show you what it looks like on my phone, if I can find it. It's very, very, very important. You can go to YouTube and say how to use a two-factor authenticator. Mainly, it is from Google. So a two-factor authenticator will generate codes like these. So they change every 30 seconds, right? So
I've just seen your codes now. You
still need a username, you need a password, you need a lot of things. But anyway, and they'll be changing in about 2 seconds.
absolutely. They keep changing every second.
Exactly. So learn to use a two-factor authenticator, guys.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are live via Temper Crypto TV. We are live every day, 7 p.m. Every day, guys, we are live. We share so much insights, so many strategies on this show. We give people some ammunition, some strategies, how to corner this market, how to make money in this market. At the end of the day, it's about making money. But of course, make money the right way. If you do it the wrong way, you are in danger. You are cruising in danger. You are actually in risk of losing your funds. So find this information useful, go over onto our channel on YouTube. There are so many videos that have been uploaded. There are so many interviews. There are so many guests that we have actually invited into this channel discussing different strategies. So yeah, today we are with Busa. Here is a crypto mentor, is an investor, is the owner of one of the biggest exchange, Numi. He's gonna actually talk about it before the end of it. his exchange Numi. So guys, find all this information. Let's grow together. Let's make money together. Let's be financially free together. All right. T.
Yes, sir.
Um, in terms of course, we have discussed about losing passwords. People, they have to back up their wallets. They have to back up their private keys and stuff. Let's talk about greediness. Can people lose money? Can people lose their cryptos just because of greediness? I mean, how does the word greedy get involved in the crypto space? I mean, we've seen greatness in all the other industries, you know, in life in general, and other sectors as well. How does it get involved in the crypto space? Someone who's saying is greedy.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You can lose a lot of money because of greed, right? So greed, this is how it works. You invest in a particular coin, it gives you a profit more than enough, right? And you look at it, you know very well that the chart is high, the price is high, but you keep on not coming out of the market or preparing yourself or putting measures in place to come out of the market. There's many ways you can come out of the market. You can do it automatically. You can put measures in place that will take you out of the market. But a lot of people, they don't do that, right? So you leave this investment or the coin, and then it starts to crash or it starts to go down, and you realize that, hey, my goodness, I should have taken my profits when I still had time. But greed drives you to say that no, it's still gonna go up, it's still gonna go up. But then followed by denial when it goes down. So you deny that it's going down. You say it's gonna come back up, it's gonna come back up, and it keeps going down, it keeps going down. By the time you're trying to make a sell, you've already lost all of your profit and probably even your initial investment, right? It is also greed that makes you acceptable to scams, because when you look at that money, you see, yo, so much money, and then you try by all means to do other shady things for you to be able to get into that market at that particular time. So greed will also drive you to make things that are not correct, to make decisions that are not well thought of, and make decisions that are not how can I put it, that are not good at that particular time, right? So definitely, man, to answer you in a very short answer, oh, you can lose money through greed, no doubt. No doubt.
What about shorting cryptocurrencies? I mean, people, especially those who are, I would say, of course, those who know how to trade, those who are expertise, who have got experience in trading, they are better off. I mean, they are on the safe side. But someone who's starting, someone who's still very much new in the crypto space and want to short Bitcoin, want to short the cryptocurrency markets, are there any risk in doing so? Do you see it being a problem, or is just inviting some problems into your portfolio, into your trading portfolio as well?
Yeah, definitely. It happens on, we have to determine what kind of an investor are you, or what kind of a trader are you. Are you a long-term investor, or are you a short-term investor? There's many reasons why people, they will sell any coin that they are holding. So you need to ask yourself, what kind of an investor are you, right? So when you short or when you sell a Bitcoin too early, or whatever coin it is that you're holding too early, then you realize that you actually, especially selling at the wrong time, but we'll speak about that. When you sell it at too early, and then it goes down, right? And then it comes back up, and then now you are buying at a higher price again, so you have lost that buying power that you had previously. So when you sell your Bitcoins or when you sell whatever coin that you are keeping, you need to be 100% sure that you're selling it for the correct reasons. I have made this mistake many times ago. Many times. I've made this mistake. I sold because I was panic selling, right? And I held, let's say, for example, I was holding, at that time, Bitcoins were very cheap. So don't get shocked by the number I'm going to say now. Let's say I was holding 10 Bitcoins, right? And then the price reached whatever, let's say the price reached $2,000 at that time. And then it started going down. Then I sold, right? I sold, and as it was going down, and then it quickly went up again before I got a chance to buy back again. Now I had 10 BTC. Now the price has left me behind. When I'm trying to buy, you could probably think that I've lost half of my portfolio. Now all of a sudden, my buying power is now no longer strong as it was. I'm now buying 5 Bitcoins instead of those 10 Bitcoins that I had. And then a year later, the price of Bitcoin skyrockets. What is that going to do to my psychology? To think that, hey, man, I lost 5 Bitcoins because I sold when I had no business in selling. So when you sell, make sure that you have made a proper analysis and you know exactly why you are selling a particular coin. That's what I can say for now. Did we lose the host? I'm appearing to be myself now on the webinar, on this live stream. Okay, all right. He'll come through. He'll come through back again. So what I'm gonna do now? Let me go on to the next point that I want to touch on. Investing at the wrong time. When you invest at the wrong time, then you can lose money again. Cryptocurrency is very, very bad. It's not kind to people that invest at the wrong time. So you need to make sure that you invest at the correct time. What do I mean by that? We are now almost at the peak of this market cycle. We are almost at the peak of the cryptocurrency market cycle. And a lot of coins have already done 5x and 10x, and others have done even greater than that. I've got a coin. We've got coins in our group of students that have done 5,000% that we bought 2 years ago, and we are still holding even today. We've got coins that have done 3,000%, and we bought 2 years ago, and we are still holding up until today. So when we buy coins, we don't buy when the market is going crazy. No, we don't. We buy when the market is boring. That's when we make our purchases, right? So that's when we make our buys. So make sure that you buy when the market is boring. Don't buy when the market is still going on. Let me answer my host, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna put my mic on mute. Let me answer my host quickly. I'm not gone, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. The Crypto King had a load shedding that was unscheduled. Yeah, the times we were living in South Africa. Unscheduled load shedding, and actually, they did say that there's load shedding starting from today. Let me just check my area. What time is load shedding in my area? They did actually send an announcement. I saw it on the app that I'm tracking. So, guys, a lot of things are happening here in South Africa. But anyway, that's why you need crypto, you need money, and you need to buy solar systems so that you are sorted with every area in your life. Okay, guys. We dealt with investing at the wrong time. Make sure that when you invest into cryptocurrency, you do so when the markets are boring and no one is talking about the markets, right? So when the markets are boring, that's when you're gonna make a lot of money. Okay. So another way that you can lose money is investing more than you can actually afford. So when you invest more than you can afford, you are again exposing yourself to too much risk that you'll not be able to sustain it, So if something goes wrong, you find yourself that you are absolutely stressed because you actually gave in more than that you can afford. And most people that do that, they end up withdrawing at the wrong time. They end up withdrawing their money early because they've got things that they need to do, or some things that they come up, and then they start withdrawing their money. Okay, so do not do that. Another way that you can lose money, I think this will be the last one I'm talking about, is pump and dump. Right. There's what we call in the crypto space pump and dump. What is pump and dump? Pump and dump is a group of people that come together to pump a certain coin. All right. They can select any coin. Most of the time, it's not the solid coins. It is those coins that, in our language of lingo, we call them shit coins, right? In the cryptocurrency lingo. So they take these coins that are worthless, have no purpose. They choose to pump that coin. Guys with big YouTube channel, guys with big Instagram accounts and subscribers and channels, and they pump these coins, and you see a coin pumping and going up, and people start noticing it when it's 200%, 300% up, and then they buy the coin. Then when those guys feel like they have now made enough money, they start selling the coin. Now that process is called dumping the coin. So they dump that particular coin, and when they dump that particular coin, what happens to the new investor? What happens to the person that didn't know anything about this particular coin? They just saw this coin pumping, and they just saw the hype, and they saw everybody talking about this particular coin, and then they get banned, right? They get banned, and then they lose a lot of money. So pump and dump, it's one of the quickest way, again, that you can definitely lose money. I'm going to try to get to your questions, guys. That was the last point I was doing. I'm going to try to get to your questions right away. Which platform do you recommend to buy crypto? Numi, Luno, international, what do you call it? International exchanges, Binance. You can use Binance also. Binance is very good. The fees are good, and they've got a lot of coins that you can invest in. So I'm just trying to scroll back up and get your questions. If I miss them, please retype again. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Just getting more questions. I have to scroll down. Okay, somebody says they didn't understand margin trading. Now they do. Okay, that's great. That's great. I'm glad that I helped you out there. You have to ask the host. I don't know what procedure he's using to send out the probably he's gonna do a raffle, an automated raffle of some sort. So yeah, when he's back, he will explain how to do it. All right, guys. Let me get to more questions. Kaiser Chiefs. Let's not talk about my Kaiser Chiefs. My Kaiser Chiefs is it's struggling, guys. Leave my team alone, please. Okay, I've answered this question. Which platform is best to use? Binance is good. It's very good that you can use. And then this one says, what's your take about cold wallets in relation to fees? I'm asking because my coins are in various exchanges. Well, cold wallet, when you say cold wallet, you mean that particular wallet, it's completely off the grid. It's nowhere to be found on the internet. It's completely stored in the cold wallet. So usually those ones, they don't have fees. You have to transfer it out of the cold wallet to a hardware wallet like your Nano S or your Trezor or whatever hardware wallet that you are using, or even your desktop wallets or your mobile wallets, So they vary in fees. Every wallet, they vary in fees, but these days they've become very reasonable. So I don't mind. I don't mind any of that. I use that quite a lot actually now. All right, and then I'm planning to use Altcoin Trader. Let me see. Somebody says I'm planning to use Altcoin Trader to buy cryptocurrency. So which cold wallet would you recommend to keep in my crypto after buying it? It's up to you, man. Use a hardware wallet. Use a hardware wallet. Use a desktop wallet. It's easier and it's easier managed. Just make sure that you secure it. One of the good wallets out there, it's called Exodus. Exodus is a very good wallet. Another one is called Atomic. So Exodus and Atomic, those are very good wallets also. A quick question you mentioned, let me get it on the screen. You mentioned that we shouldn't keep our coins in an exchange. It's risky, which I agree. However, you mentioned private wallets. Please provide names of those wallets. Yeah, Exodus, Atomic, those are the wallets that you can use. Exodus, Atomic, it's one of the wallets that you can use. Okay. The two-factor authenticator. Tumi says the two-factor authenticator, does it also need backup in case? Oh yeah, definitely. It does. It does also need backup. What happens is that when you create the two-factor authenticator, if for example you are creating for a Binance account or you are creating for a Luno account or whatever account you are creating it for, it's going to give you a special key that you need to write down and save. So make sure that you write down that special key so that in case you lose your phone, you are able to use that special key that they give you to restore the two-factor authenticator for that particular website that you were busy with or you were doing. All right. So here we go. Let me look at another way. The two-factor. Somebody asked about the two-factor. Someone again say, please touch the issue of Binance cancellation of RSA. How would? Well, I don't know. What are they canceling? Are they canceling trading in ZAR, which they have done many times ago, or are they canceling the actual exchange that they're not going to be providing services to South Africa? I need to research on that. If anybody knows about it, just write it on the comment. I haven't looked into it, but I know that they did cancel trading or depositing of funds for you to be able to deposit ZAR and then be able to gain to buy Bitcoin. So I don't know what exactly they are canceling. I will have to check out. I haven't been on the news to look what they are saying. Okay. Buy when the markets are boring. Yeah, there we go, man. There we go. That's when you buy. Don't buy when everybody's excited. You're gonna get burned. What's your say about Digital Bank of Africa? I don't know that thing, guys. Honestly, I don't know that thing. There's so many things that are coming. There was another digital Central African coin of whatsoever. Be prone to scammers, guys. Be prone to scammers. I don't know. I haven't researched this Digital Bank of Africa coin or whatever it is, so I will have to do my research on that. But all I can say is that do a research. A few people were asking me about some African coin that was making a buzz some time ago, and nobody's talking about it anymore. And I told them, look, it's I don't have interest in it. I'm not gonna buy it because I don't know what it stands for. I don't know. I don't have a clear white paper. I don't have a clear roadmap. I don't have a clear infrastructure. So if I don't have those things, I stay away. I don't buy any particular coin. So if you're gonna buy any coin, you need to check on all those points. All right. Make sure, please, guys. Make sure. Which DeFi platforms would you suggest beginners to start? Hey, I can't answer some questions, guys. I cannot answer due to my students. My students will kill me. So some other things I do not answer. I would ask you to go for another source in other questions. My students will kill me. They've paid for that kind of information. Let me see. Which coins can you advise us to hold? This is one of the questions. So I will have to give you the obvious questions and obvious coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. I'm a big fan of Cardano. I've always said it publicly. Cardano, Polkadot. I'm a good fan of those, but I can't give you any further more coins. I can't give any further coins. I can't give out any low cap coins to buy. I can't do that right now. My students will kill me. During market crash, somebody says, during market crash, should I keep on holding or buy stable coins? When the market's crashing, your best bet is with stable coins. So you cannot go wrong with stable coins. Hillary says, I love Atomic. Yeah, Atomic is very good. Very, very, very good. It's a very good coin, wallet. So Exodus and Atomic is one of my two best wallets that I'm using. What's your take about Shibu? What is it called? Shibu Inu coin. Well, someone in my group or some students in my group, they took a risk on it and it paid off for them. And I didn't buy it because it was already going high. Like I said, I've got criterias that I follow, and I'm disciplined in those criterias. When I see a coin that is going absolutely high, honestly, I have to keep my FOMO under control. So right now, the coin is doing very good. There's a lot of, it reminds me when Binance coin was also pumping. It reminds me that also when it was pumping, but I don't like getting in late. And that's me, guys. I'm exercising the rules that I set out for myself, and I follow those rules. So I don't like coming in late into the market. I don't like buying coins when they've already pushed up and gone up. So I'd rather wait for a coin to crash or whatever. But right now, as it's going, probably it's not going to crash until the whole crypto crash comes, and I will not be able to buy into that coin. And I don't even know if it's going to come back in the next cycle when we reach another cycle, because many of the top 10 coins that were in the previous cycle are nowhere to be found now, because there's so many coins that have overtaken them and have taken over. The coins that are still in the top 10 is Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's why I keep saying buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum. I'm not just saying I'm giving you an obvious coin, but I know that Bitcoin, Ethereum in the next cycle will still be there, So those are particular coins that I'm doing. But remember, there is a lot of coins, even right now in the top 10, that will not see 2025. When 2025 comes, those coins will be nowhere to be found. So whatever coins I missed now, I'm not necessarily going to be buying them in the following cycle, because I don't know how well they will be doing. I will have to be doing a new research to find out what other coins at that particular time for that particular market cycle will be doing well. All right. So just keep that in mind, guys. The point about the account for my children says Ricardo says she learned a lot. Yes, that's a very good thing. That's a very good thing. Okay. T, is there any reason why Cardano is not going up? Secondly, may you please provide us with your contacts? I can't share my contacts, guys. My contacts are only reserved for my students. The reason that Cardano is not going up, it's mainly because of accumulation, right? There's many factors that are still happening. Cardano went up. Actually, Cardano was the best performing crypto coin when the market crashed in May. So it has already done its high. I've done what, 5x, 500%. I'm sitting at about 500% in Cardano, which I bought 2 years ago. No, man, not 500, 5,000%, So it depends when you bought it. For me, oh my goodness, it has went parabolic. My profits are sitting at 5,000%. in Cardano. So there's a lot of things that happened in the last 2 months. We had that big update, that huge fork that came through, the Alonso fork, that now Cardano is now a smart chain or a smart contract. So there's a lot of chains that are being built and integrated, and a lot of testing that's happening right now. When those chains kick in and start operating, you're going to see Cardano explode again, once more again. Cardano is, I still believe, it's going to be one of the best performing coins that we're still going to be experiencing, guys. All right. I've mentioned wallets, which ones I recommend. How much does your membership fee usually go for? It's 3,000 rands. But like I said, I'm not accepting any new students right now. So I have closed my intake for the year. I'll probably open up next year. I haven't decided if I will be opening up next year or not. I will see when the time comes. Coinbase, what's your take on Coinbase? Is it safe to keep coins there? Yeah, Coinbase is quite solid, guys, but minimize risk. The reason I like Coinbase is that they have an insurance should they get hacked. There's an insurer that can replace or pay them back whatever amount of money, but you'll never know. They could just be saying it, but you'll never know. So keep it at a minimum if you can. Is this one about Binance? It's only deposit of funds in ZAR. Yeah, that's actually correct. As far as I know, Binance and South Africa, it's because of that. You can't deposit ZAR and then buy Bitcoins. I think that's what they suspended. So maybe I thought I was not up to date with the news. So. All right, and then somebody says they are also canceling futures trading. See, I don't do those things. Now I'm straightforward, guys. Now I'm straightforward. I buy, I hold, I sell. 2 years, 3 years later, I'm okay. So I don't do all these other things. Derek, let me see. There's another one. Is Cardano still relevant to invest in? In my opinion, it is. Again, Binance, you cannot deposit ZAR. I'm just reading, I'm not putting them on the screen. Avoid some coins, yes, indeed. Yeah, see, all of these things that Binance has canceled, guys, now I don't play there. I honestly don't, right? I'm a simple guy. When it comes to investing in cryptocurrency. I buy Bitcoin, I remove it from an exchange, I store it wherever I want to store it. What happens to Binance, none of my business. I buy Ethereum, I store it wherever I want to restore it. What happens to Binance, none of my business. I have my coins. So I'm a simple guy. I'm as simple as that. So I don't do these things that people are doing. I don't. Maybe it's because I got in early into cryptocurrency. I am stable now. I've got my feet on the ground. So that's who I am. That's who I am. Okay. All right. Yeah. The meme coins are very, very, very dangerous, guys. The meme coins are very dangerous. Again, you must calculate your risk. Somebody says, is my mentorship friendly for first-time traders? Yes, it is. I take you from basic all the way to advanced, but I've closed for the year. Cardano to the moon, indeed. Cardano to the moon. XRP, the last time I invested in XRP was in 2017. I have never researched XRP. I have never looked at XRP ever since 2017. So I cannot give you an educated response on this one because I lost interest in XRP. I lost interest in Litecoin. So I haven't looked at all of those coins in a very long time. Is Luna reliable? Yes, Luna is reliable. Regulations are hitting us hard, guys. So most of these exchanges are are following strict regulatories that are coming from the Reserve Bank and from the banks. So regulations are hitting us very hard. So to somebody else, they might say, no, Luno is not reliable because of whatever issues that they may have had. Okay. I'm not invested in Silicious. I'm not invested in that. I haven't looked at it. And guys, one thing about me that you need to know is that I'm not everywhere. I cannot monitor all the coins. I cannot invest in all the coins because I'm going to lose track of the coins that I need to pay attention in. So I'm not into those coins. I don't give advices, guys. I honestly don't give advices because I don't want you, when you lose money, then you come back to me and say, but you said I must buy this particular coin, you know? So like I said, SHIB is very high at the moment. For me, it's a risk. For other people who are risk takers, they can go for it. But for me, it's a high risk because it has gone very high. So I can't give you an advice and say buy or don't buy, because then I will be operating in an office that I'm not credited for or authorized to do so. All right. Which site are you using to research new coins? I use everything, guys. I use Twitter. I use YouTube. I use everything. I use Coin Market Cap. I use Coin Gecko. I use everything. I use everything, guys. And that's the best way. If you do that, you're going to have yourself a lovely, lovely, lovely time. All right. Which can you vouch for between Vala, Alcoin Trader, and Chainnext? Exchanges are exchanges, guys. I can't vouch for any. You know, I can't vouch for any. But right now, those are good exchanges. They're operational, so it's different advices. It's different advices whereby anything can happen, anything can change anytime with exchanges, guys. So to be honest, guys, just let's appreciate it that right now we still have an exchange that we can deposit ZAR and buy whatever Bitcoin that we can buy. Okay, guys. All right. So, guys, I'm going to end it here, guys. And I would like to say thank you, guys, for your time. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for coming in. When Mr. Mabena comes back on, he will update you guys on the giveaway that he was doing, the giveaway, how he wants to do it. All right. So, yeah, but please, guys, do your research. Never rush into anything. Make sure when you invest, you're doing it with all the information that you have acquired, and have an informed decision that you are doing. Don't just throw your money. You have worked very hard for your money. Don't just throw your money away. All right, guys. God bless you guys, and have a lovely evening.